there's a group of 11-year-old kids wanting to talk to me about Pan Am. And I'm asking them questions like, how do you guys even know about Pan Am? This was way before you were born. This thing with Pan Am just fell in my lap. How many times in our lifetime are you going to be able to own an iconic brand like Pan Am? And it's quite the experience. And that's what we're trying to do, is bring that luxury back to the market.
When is it just officially going to be ready for folks to book?
Hey Yetta, you know how much love and respect I have for you? Girl,
Ditto. Why do I feel like I'm your best friend? I just met you.
You are merging of Oprah and Barbara Walters. There you go.
Joining us at the desk today is Emmy Award-winning journalist and anchor. It's Yetta Gibson, everybody.
Hello and welcome to this Arizona's Family Original. Tonight we're going to bring you a return to the golden era of travel. Pan Am. It wasn't just an airline, it was an icon really. From movie stars to music legends, some of the world's biggest names flew Pan Am, and for decades it set the gold standard for luxury in the skies. Now, more than 30 years later, after its last flight, Pan Am is poised to make a comeback, and it's all being led by a man who says the world is ready for the Pan Am way of flying once again. Craig Carter, Pan Am. I can't wait to get on one of your planes.
I can't wait to have you on one of them.
I'm excited.
There's going to be plenty of them.
Thank you for coming to Scottsdale to do this interview.
Thank you for having me.
Craig Carter spent decades in aviation, from American Airlines to running his own travel company. But when offered the chance to bring iconic Pan Am back, he couldn't say no.
I'll be choosing 8 young ladies to be a part of Pan Am's future stewardess program.
This thing with Pan Am just fell in my lap. How many times in our lifetime are you going to be able to own an iconic brand like Pan Am?
Right.
And this journey has been a whirlwind ever since.
And you're about a year into it now.
Year and a half.
Year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
And where do we stand now? You just finished a 12-day flight, which went off without a hitch.
It was a phenomenal flight for us.
The 12-day tour recreated historic Pan Am flight routes, starting in New York City's JFK with stops in Bermuda, Portugal, France, the UK, and Ireland, and was a 5-star luxury ride all the way.
So it was pretty, just a spectacular kind of kickoff to what you're about to do.
Yeah, we were really wanting to know, does Pan Am still have that world-renowned credibility? 1991, when Pan Am first went bankrupt, Coca-Cola and Pan Am were the 2 most recognizable brands in the world.
Right. So did you get your answer? Are people needing this right now?
When we landed in Shannon and there was a group of 11-year-old kids wanting to talk to me, and I'm asking them questions like, how do you guys even know about Pan Am?
Right.
This was way before you were born.
It's in their history books. So from the people who were on that journey with you, what were their responses to it? Because it's literally the same setup as it was back in the day.
They really did pay homage to the uniforms. On our first night in Bermuda, I pinned the flight attendants with real authentic Pan Am wings, and it got emotional for some of them. One of the best reactions was like, Craig, do we have to get off the plane? Can we just sleep on the plane?
And we live here.
Yes.
Let's talk about timing right now, because it couldn't be better. Flying right now is dicey. Everybody has a story they can tell about a pretty bad experience on a flight. How are you going to keep this intact to make the flights the Pan Am way, which is basically perfect?
Well, we have to offer a premium service. We have to celebrate Pan Am's history in today's terms with technology. The configuration of the aircraft has to be celebrated in Pan Am's glory days. It was iconic.
So take me through a flight. I buy a ticket, I get on, and then what happens?
You're greeted at the gate, you get on the aircraft, and you nestle into a lie-flat, perfectly, beautifully configured seat.
This sounds like a dream.
Served champagne, caviar. It's quite the experience, and that's what we're trying to do, is bring that luxury back to the market.
What is it that you're nervous about in this whole process? Or are you not?
Oh no, there's a lot. The complexity of the airline industry is pretty tough. The financing, the operational, the infrastructure of having an airline operate efficiently. It can be a little bit overwhelming, but we think we've got the right people handling each particular part of the operation.
When is it just officially going to be ready for folks to book?
Playing our cards right, we could be in a scheduled service next July.
Now, how much money do I have to save up to go somewhere in
I think
July?
we're going to be pretty competitive when it comes to the regular service.
Okay, tell me, define competitive.
JFK is going to be one particular airport that we want to make sure we fly in and out of. Miami, that's where the Pan Am Flight Academy is located.
How much would that be?
It depends if you're going to fly business class or you're going to fly premium coach.
No, I'm business.
Yeah, your business.
I'm
okay.
business.
Yeah, I'm right now the market for that particular flight on a business class travel booked within 7 days probably cost a couple grand.
When people hear about this and they go, and they're going to have imagination about what it's going to be, can you tell people what it's not going to be?
We're not going to be a low-cost carrier. That's exactly the epitome or the exact opposite of what Pan Am was. To be a low-cost carrier in this market, we're not going to dilute the history and the great iconic brand.
From presidents to pop culture icons, Pan Am made travel glamorous. Now the name is being reimagined beyond the runway. What other than the flights and the airline itself are you excited about as well?
Well, I am very excited about the Pan Am Hotel opening up in Los Angeles. It was an old office building being converted into a hotel, about 130 rooms right next to the Citadel in Los Angeles.
Wow.
So next to that is going to be the Pan Am Experience. Where it's a complete restaurant lounge. We're bringing in a 747, chopping it up and reassembling the aircraft inside this giant warehouse right next to the hotel. So when you go to the hotel, you've got the Citadel in terms of having a high-end mall experience. Then you've got the hotel and then the Pan Am Experience.
So this is like a Pan Am universe.
Well, we plan to make it something special.
How do you plan to cater to those younger folk who didn't experience it when it was once a big thing?
Well, a lot of the younger people that know or have some type of information about Pan Am always comes from their relatives. So we're capitalizing on that.
Yeah.
Yet with the new generation that may not know anything, we're making sure that the technology that we have within either the aircraft, the hotel, and or the Pan Am Experience gives everybody that expectation of, hey, I just don't want to sit on an old airplane with a seat that's all smelly and crusty. That's not it.
Right,
this is
right.
all with new, and the foundation is being built off great technology.
So there's no pretzels on the plane?
Well, if they are, they're going to be nice and warm and toasty and chewy to eat. Yes.
What is that specific reaction that you want to hear once you get this thing up and running?
That the flight wasn't long enough. Can we just circle around the airport one more time? That's the kind of compliment I'm looking for.
Are you super excited or are you very nervous or both?
Oh, I'm absolutely excited about this.
Are you sleeping at night?
Yeah, well, no, not a lot, because there's so many people that have such high expectations that we need to meet these expectations.
You got a lot of pressure. Good for you. I'm excited.
Well, thank you.
Pan Am is still taking steps to become a commercial airline again, and we cannot wait. Speaking of travel, here's what's coming up.
Harry Potter, Wizards of Baking is back.
Attention, bakers!
Into the world of Harry Potter. Coming up next, the Weasley brothers from the movie. They dish on returning to the sets of Hogwarts and what fans can expect from a new season of a pretty fierce baking competition. But first, solo travel. What do you think of that if you're in a relationship while in a couple? In the chat, your responses to traveling by yourself while in a committed relationship. Is that a red flag or no? Welcome back to this Arizona's Family Original. It's time for In the Chat. We've been talking a lot about travel. Did you know solo travel while in a relationship is on the rise? traveling alone. So an article from Travel and Leisure outlines several recent studies in which more married women are choosing to travel alone, no hubby. The article says some are opting for quiet beach vacations, but more and more also choosing more bold adventures like trips to Morocco, Colombia, even Egypt. So my question to you is, how would you react? How would you feel if your significant other said they just booked a trip without you? So before we get to responses, I do want to bring in two people who I know have some thoughts on this, Simone and Scott. Okay, when you first heard me say that, what were your thoughts?
My first thought was, well, why do they want to go without me?
Yeah,
I mean, come on.
Why do you want to get away from me?
Is it an extreme no-no, or would you have to think about it?
If it were important to the person and they said,
To
hey,
go on the beach by themselves?
to want to do this thing by themselves, I don't know, maybe like
Topless beach.
Going to a nude beach, Simone.
No, that would not.
No, yeah.
That don't fly in my house. But, you know, if it was something like, hey, I want to go do this 47-mile hike, and I don't necessarily want to do that
You're like,
hike.
oh, have fun.
I'm like, good, have a good time.
Scott, deal breaker, would it be a fight?
You know, it all depends on the trust you have in your relationship, and I would hope you have 100% trust in a relationship.
Yeah.
So then I wouldn't have a problem with it, but if there was a little doubt, I'd be like, meh.
Yeah. Do you think you've ever been with somebody who you think would ask you something like that?
I've been with people I wouldn't trust.
That's a good answer. I don't think.
No,
Yeah.
I also think it's different for men and women. Like, if you were saying, hey, I'm just going on a trip with my guy friends, like that's one thing, or I'm going to trip with my girlfriends, that's one thing.
Solo. So this is all about trust. So you're you dated somebody who would go on a solo trip and then be like, hey, boys.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay, well, I'm glad you're not with that person anymore. So, okay, let's talk about the responses. We got your initial thoughts because we put this up on social. Some of you replied with understanding. One of you said, as a travel advisor, this is becoming more common and it's a good thing. It's great for your mental health, finding yourself. Another said you'd reply by saying, I trust you, have fun. Bring me back a cool shot glass.
There you go.
Okay, so on the other side of things, a lot of you said you would be upset. One of you said booking a solo trip without speaking to me first is inconsiderate. Well, we didn't say that though. And honestly hurtful, but there's nothing wrong with taking them. Meanwhile, another one of you said insert waving bye emoji. See ya, it's vacation for both of us. Only one had to pay, LOL. So I guess there's some people who are like, you know, it just depends on the circumstance and the person.
What if they came to you and said, I'm going on a vacation and oh yeah, I need the money to go?
Well, that's a H to the
double
end.
whammy.
Yes.
So my parents have been together for 40 years. My dad is a really avid hunter, so he goes on these hunting trips all the time, solo. And my mom is like, bye, see ya.
Yeah, so basically it sounds like if it's something you don't want to go to, it's okay. But if it's a beach solo and you're just sitting on the beach reading a book or drinking,
a little sus.
That's a little suspect.
A little sus, yeah.
Again, no, I as long as I trust her.
As long as you trust
because
her.
I would want to go to the beach vacation as well.
True, I would think you'd want to go.
You know, if it were something, I think, like you mentioned, if it's something you're not interested in, great, you go have fun. Like if I want to go to some makeup convention or something, you know, I don't expect my boyfriend to want to go with me. Right, exactly.
So here's a twist. You go on a solo vacation and so do I, and you see what happens.
Oh,
That's a good solution, right?
Yeah.
How many divorces is this going to cause?
I know. That's a good question. That's our next in the chat, you know, following up on this one. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
So we've got something which makes your tongue go to sleep.
You're going to feel like electric.
Whiskey.
You're going to feel like electric sensation on your tongue.
Okay, so I'm feeling like if you were to get a car battery and lick it, that's probably the best way I could describe it. I have never had anything like this before.
Finding the ultimate wizard of baking. Coming up, actors Oliver and James Phelps, a.k.a. the Weasley brothers, dish on hosting a Harry Potter baking competition and the magic treats you're going to see on the show.
Okay, where are we going?
That's your story?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's go.
I've never won.
Harry Potter, Wizards of Baking is back.
Attention, bakers!
The magic returns
Did someone say we're making a sequel?
with 8 new baking teams.
Oh my God, this is so cool.
New daunting challenges.
Here we go.
That's cool.
Ooh, looks serious. It's that time to kick back, They're on a baking competition, and this one has a wizardly twist. Harry Potter, Wizards of Baking is back for season number 2. This show is magical. It features even more spellbinding creations and baking wizardry with new competitors vying for the Wizards of Baking Cup. Yes, that is a thing. The show is hosted by actors James and Oliver Phelps. They played Fred and George Weasley in the Harry Potter movies. And you know, Ron Weasley's brothers. And tonight's Not Done Yet. Simone is going to talk with the duo about sort of reprising their roles. Check this out.
James and Oliver Phelps, thank you both so much for taking the time to talk with us, talking about the Wizards of Baking. This must have been such a fun project for you guys to work on. Tell us all about it.
It really was, Simone. Yeah, so we're back for a second season. So it's if those who watched season 1 of Wizards of Baking, which is actually available now on HBO Max if you haven't caught up already, you could. So the standard was set then like this high, and now it's gone even higher with the contestants that we've got this year. They are the best of the best. They're all professionals. They're all so they really know what they're doing, and they're bringing all their culinary expertise to making these amazing Wizarding World inspired bakes.
You've made it! Welcome to Wizards of Baking Chapter 2!
You guys, of course, are generally referred to as a package deal since your days as the Weasley twins. What is it like working so closely with each other?
It's, yeah, to be honest, it's become normality, especially with Harry Potter related stuff. So being able to do the hosting on Wizards of Baking has been really cool, especially doing it together. Because while James is talking, I can try and sneak some tastes of what the bakers are making.
I love it. Seeing the intensity and the passion and creativity that the contestants have. What was the best part for each of you working on the show?
I think just seeing these guys come up with they say they're going to create I don't know, like one of the guys make a huge chocolate frog. And when I say huge, I mean it took 5 people to lift this thing to get it off the work surface onto the set. So it's the flavors that they incorporate into that. You just think, how are you going to make this? But these guys, some of them are literally like mad scientists when it comes to food. So I really hope that people who watch it, they get inspired to maybe try that kind of culinary as well.
Stepping into the Great Hall, seeing how much it meant to the contestants, it must have been emotional for you guys too to kind of be transported back to that time in your life. How emotional was it for you to kind of rewind all the way back to the days of Harry Potter?
It was fun, actually. It was fun going in and you see people experiencing it for the first time. And it did feel like we were back filming because you've got cameras in there. The Great Hall's quite a close set anyway. But to be able to walk in and see the excitement on their faces was awesome to be part of.
Reading a little bit about you guys, you had no acting experience. Your parents brought you to this casting call, and here you are all these years later. Did you ever imagine that life would pan out like this?
I had no idea, but we're very fortunate for what it has. And presenting and stuff is something that Oliver and I have always wanted to get into. So to be able to do it with such amazing people, like obviously the people who make the show are some of the best in the world at that as well. So we're very fortunate to be a part of this whole process.
It really seemed like a lot of fun. I love that the contestants are sorted into houses. So I have to ask you, in real life, which house do you think each of you would be sorted into?
So we did the test a couple of years ago. So I got into a Gryffindor house, which is good. You know, I've still got the tie, so that helps, you know.
But I was actually sorted into Hufflepuff.
Wow.
So yeah, so I think that's there we go. We're different in that regard. What are you?
You know, I would like to think Gryffindor, but I could see Hufflepuff too. I would not want to be Slytherin. I know that for sure. So.
No.
You guys, congratulations. Thank you so much for the time.
Thanks, Simone.
Thanks, Simone.
Good stuff, Simone. Thank you. And you can watch episodes of Harry Potter, The Wizards of Baking. It is on HBO Max. You can connect with me as well on Instagram. And there you're going to find more behind-the-scenes stuff with everybody you just saw. My handle is down below. Thank you so much for joining us for this Arizona's Family Original. We'll see you again real soon.
Test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Welcome back to my special.
Hi,
my name is Yetta, and I'm the star around here, and you're not.
No, I can't hear anything. I can see them. Can they hear me?
You look good, Chris. Thank you.
Give us that good light.
We always look like we just had facelifts.
Again.
I love it.
I can't wait to hear this story. I can't wait. This is exciting.
How do you know somebody like Scott?
Somebody like Scott.
How are you friends with Scott Pasmore?
Scott and I went to high school together. We had some pretty notorious one-on-one matches in basketball. Got pretty heavy.
Who won that?
Well, I mean, if you talk to Scott, you might get a different answer.
Did you see what Scott did at my house?
No.
Stand
Let
by.
me see.
Scott was a handyman earlier today.
Can I call you?
Yeah, I know, right? You don't want him after you see the end. Nice job, Scotty. How much owe you?
$5,000.
That's so funny.
That was awesome.
That was really cool.
Yeah, very cool.
That's it?
That was practice. We're going to do the real
Okay. Yeah.